Hello everyone. Today we are here to look at the organizational behavior and structure of Burger King. Let's first take a look at the organizational behavior of Burger King. It maintains an organizational culture that supports high performance among employees. Their organizational culture puts emphasis on attitude and performance while ensuring an enjoyable workplace and compliance to the rules. The major features of this kind of behavior is that the corporate structure allows a certain level of autonomy and a degree of flexibility which empowers the employees. They also ensure that the employees are held accountable for their actions along with having autonomy, which leads to minimization of errors and maintains discipline in the organization. They also focus on employee morale, and they do this by applying the fun factor in their management system in the form of incentives as well as different kinds of benefits. They also follow a performance-based appraisal system which ensures that the employees maintain high performance and know what is expected of them. And in this way, the employees know and rightly expect that having better performance could improve their career options in the company. Now let's look at the pros of this organizational behavior. This behavior keeps the employees motivated and also ensures that they are in line with the company's rules and regulations. This is adopted on a global level, which makes sure that everyone is in sync with the same culture. The con is that though this culture is applied in the corporate offices, it becomes difficult to implement it in the restaurants due to franchising. Next comes the organizational structure of Burger King. Burger King's organizational structure has changed through the years, especially because of the leadership and ownership transitions. The three major divisions that I could figure out in their structure are: first is global centralization, second is geographic divisions, and third is functional divisions. First, let's take a look at the global centralization. The then CEO of Burger King, which was John Dasberg, transformed the structure from decentralization to globally centralized structure. It maintains a core management team which takes most of the global decisions. The purpose of this reform was to ensure the management effectiveness and business performance. Next, let's take a look at the geographic divisions. Burger King basically has four geographic divisions. The first is US and Canada. Second is Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Third is Latin America and Caribbean. And fourth is Asia Pacific. Each of these divisions are headed by an executive vice president. Now, coming to the functional divisions, Burger King's organization structure has a functional based groups that span the global organization. The structure is further divided into functions based groups like human resources, operations management, legal, IT, etc. This is done so as to ensure that the work is divided properly and there is no chaos in the functionality of any particular domain. These domains are mainly headed by senior vice presidents. Now, again, take a look at the pros and cons of this organization structure. Firstly, the whole organization functions as a single unit. Second, the decisions are global and binding on all, which helps in avoiding confusion. Third is because it is a global centralized structure, it has a very impactful management. Now, when we look at the cons, it is that the centralized structure limits immediate response to local market changes. On also too many levels and controlling leads to employee dissatisfaction, which also in turn leads to employee turnover, which is not a good thing for an organization. Also, micromanaging at different levels delays the functionality of the entire process. So this was on a whole the organizational behavior and structure of Burger King. Thank you very much.